Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Derek Alston's Level Up Travel. You know I love to talk about points, miles, rewards, credit cards in general. Love to talk about cashback. Love to talk about programs like the hotel programs, the airline programs, the credit card programs, and of course I love to talk about travel. And this video will be a little bit about travel, more like business travel, and a little bit about my strategy with these credit cards we're just showing, and I'm calling it the Motley Crew of credit card strategy, and it really helps me specifically. I would have to say I found some spots that I can really benefit big time to get some huge rewards we're going to talk about, and it really is good for me. You'll notice that certain things you won't have that spend, and a lot of people don't, but you might. But the whole point of this is think about ways like this where you can really maximize the spend and get ridiculously high rewards. Okay, so my strategy, of course, goes by a bunch of cards that is a little bit interesting. First one is, I really think, the best Marriott credit card that we have out there, and that is the Marriott business card. One part of the strategy on this card, one, it gets 4x on dining out. One, it gets 4x on gas, which I don't even need, but it also gives me 15 elite night credits that could be paired with another 15 night award, elite night award earning credit card. The Marriott Bevy gets me another 15. If I had the Bevy, say, and the Brilliant card, or one of the other credit cards from Chase combined with the Bevy, it would not get 30. It would still stand 15. It's just redundant over and over again, right? But for some reason, well, they came out with it, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, where if you have the business, a little awkward there, the business one and any other personal co-branded, you can add to it. So it was 15 and 15 instead of just 15 if you got a whole bunch of personal Marriott cards. Now, I'm not saying it's not worth going for bonuses and stuff like that, but you're not going to get the extra elite night credits. So this starts me at 30 every year, and that is definitely a big part of my strategy this year. And let's talk about that first. So one is also, I don't know if you know this, go check your Marriott app or your Marriott account. They have this fantastic promotion right now where you can, so every night, it doesn't matter, it's night, not stays. So every single night you stay in the hotel, you will get an extra elite night credit. So one night will count as 2. If you do 10 nights, it will count as 10. Okay, you got it? And every single night you're there on the promotion, you'll get 1,000 points. So that is really big. So, you know, if you stayed 19 nights, 19,000 extra points on that, and you get, instead of 19 nights, you get 38 nights elite night credits, and that will get you closer to elite, big time elite status with Marriott. This promotion is really big, and for me, I have a lot of business travel where I'm going to be staying. I'm choosing Marriott's, right? I can stay in any hotels, but I'm choosing Marriott's for this promotion and to get myself back up to titanium status and earn a ton of points. So the amount of points that I will earn will be about 135,000 points by April 22nd. Okay, and that is not including my spend that I will get from another source that I get Marriott points, and that is through the Uber Eats and Uber. So I use a lot of Uber Eats for my spending for my business use. I do a lot of lunches inside of my clients' accounts, and I'd say I probably use Uber Eats about 10% I'm sorry, $500. I don't know why I said 10%. 10%, $500 per week on that, and that will get me about 1,000 Marriott points every week, and that's for the year, unless it's like, one of those vacation times and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'll get 1,000 points per week on that. But that doesn't even include this. So how am I getting this? So one, let's talk about how many points I'll be getting. I'll be spending in this small period of time about $4,216.65. That's kind of exact. On that, with either the Marriott Bevy or business card, I will be getting 6x on that. So I'll be earning 25,300 points because of my credit card spend at the Marriott hotels. Now, also, after taxes is about $3,800, and on that, since right now I'm titanium, I will get 18x that, and that will be about 68,400. Now, I might slide down into titanium on maybe my last stay, so maybe that might be more like 65,000. So, yeah, so we're talking about 90,000 points with just on my stays. From my spend on my credit card and 18 times the points with titanium status. That is really big. And then because of this promotion that they have, I will be getting 19,000 points, 1,000 points per night on 19 nights. That is really big. And for my Bevy card, it gets 1,000 points per stay. I think it's about 5 stays, maybe 6. So it's about 6,000 points there. And then every time I at Marriott stays, I will get 500. So I'll bet 3,000 points for my Marriott stays. So it's actually about 130,000 points in this strategy that I'll get. I did some miscalculations a little bit with stays and nights, which can be confusing. Okay, remember, stay is if you're here for 5 days all at one hotel, that's a stay. That would be 5 nights, but 1 stay. 1 night will be 1 stay and 1 night. So it's just keep that in mind when you think about this kind of stuff. So my Elite Night credits. So one, I'm starting at 30 with a year. I already stayed at one night, and that puts me at 32 because it was during the promo, right? So I got 2 nights Elite Night credits for that. So I'm at 32. I'm staying 19 nights. So those 19 nights in the future here will be equal to 30. It will actually give me 38 Elite Night credits. That will get me to 70 nights at that moment. You need 75 total for Marriott Titanium status. So that is really cool. And when I get to 50 nights, when I get to 50 nights, I will actually achieve Titanium Platinum status again, and they'll give me a free gift, and I can choose at that point 5 Elite Night credits, and that will actually get me to 75. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I think I'll probably just choose Suite Nights because that will really help me when I do my own personal travel, and then I can upgrade to suites at these like really nice places. So I already have 5 Suite Nights, and this strategy will also get me another 10 this year of Suite Nights, and that will be really cool for my own personal use, getting the Suite Night credits. So as you can see, one, I'll be getting a ton of Suite Nights credits because of the free gifts that you get at 50 nights stayed, Elite Night stayed, and 75 Elite Nights stayed, right? And it will net me about 130,000 points. That does not include, again, the Uber Eats spend that I will have, and anything I buy at the hotel also will go onto my bill and things like that. And I'll net about 70 Elite Nights, all by April 23rd. I will be doing this every quarter, so I will be able to probably get, it won't be quite the amount of points, but I'd say 100,000 points per quarter doing this. So maybe another 300,000 points. It's a lot of points, man. I already have 140,000. This will get me to about 270 or so. And then the other, we can easily get to like over 500,000 Marriott points for the year. Now, the Uber strategy, you get 2x on your spend, like we were talking about. You just have to like link your account. It's really easy. It doesn't matter what credit card you use. But with Uber, I will be using my Saver one as much as possible. I will be putting quite a bit of spend using Uber Eats on this, about $500 a week. I figure about $25,000 a year. You get 10% cash back, and I use it as cash back. I'm not going to be transferring it over. Maybe once in a while I'll figure out, well, maybe I'll transfer it over to VentureX, but I'll be pretty much getting $2,500 in cash back from my Saver one during this time, and then at the same time getting 2x Marriott points, right? Really, really awesome. So that's a lot of money right there for a no annual fee card. They also give me Uber One for free, which I also get to expense, and you get 10 cents back on that. So and that Saver one, basically, for anyone, if you just sign up for Uber Eats and Uber One, it will charge you $9.99 every month, and then they'll cover the charge for your Capital One, right? And then they'll give you 10%, so you'll actually get $1 per month. So this card actually is negative $12 annual fee card, okay? It's so amazing. For me, I can really use it because I'm going to use Uber Eats for business. I'm getting reimbursed for this. It's not like I'm just using it for my personal. I do use it for my personal use from time to time. I say about once a week, maybe I use $30 or something like that for my personal use with Uber Eats, but it's not very significant. That's what probably a lot of people will do, like $30, $50, maybe like $150 per month or something like they'll spend on Uber Eats naturally. I will once in a while use an Uber, but that won't be too often. Well, I get 10% back on that too. But that is a really big part of my strategy going forward. So that's another $2,500 for the year. Again, probably about over 400,000 Marriott points on this strategy. Not even going after a sign-up bonus, right? This is just going after, with the normal credit card spend, not the bonuses. But really working them really well. This is long-term stuff too. Again, not sign-up bonus. This is not sign-up bonus stuff. So here's another sweet spot for me, okay? This is the Business Blue Plus. You saw it on the thing. I just want to cover all the numbers because this is really exposes the numbers. So Business Blue Plus, it is a 2x on everything that you purchase. That is not even a reason why I'm using this card. They have some really great benefits at FedEx shipping, where you get FedEx offices, you get 10% back, 45% on FedEx shipping, and 25x off or cash back off of in a form of statement credit. Comes very quickly too on shipping, right? So mine is the shipping. I use that quite often. I'll actually send. In my industry, there's some people that you cannot see, but you need to contact them some way, and that some way, a lot of times, is FedEx. It's through emails and FedEx. FedEx is really effective because who out there has actually gotten a FedEx and not opened it, right? So I send it to my clients, and these are people that are not allowed to see me from, because their institution does not allow them to, right? Their boss, right, doesn't allow them to. In my situation, it's an institution has like rules that representatives cannot go and influence their people. So you can get around that by sending FedExes there. It's kind of like, well, oh wow, it's marketing material, right? So getting some way to influence those people is very important to me. So so I just walk into a FedEx office. I originally thought I was only at 10% because of that FedEx office, but it's actually going through their shipping system, so I get 45% cash back almost immediately. And I'll spend probably like $500 maybe a month on that. So 45 on times 5. I don't even know. It's it's a good amount of money. It's not quite 50%, so yeah, so you're getting like 225 on that 500 every single month. If you times that by 12, it's a lot of money. There's a max of 1,100 per card. My wife also has this card, so I can use hers as well, and I'll definitely max out that 2,200 for the year of cash back coming back. So that's another $2,200. So we're talking with the Saver One was $2,200, and then $2,500 back in cash back on the 10% on Uber Eats, and then we're looking at this 45% cash back on a lesser number, but still going to try to maximize that 2,100. That happens naturally. It's not like I'm forcing to spend. This is what I would do anyway, you know. So there is a lot. There's like probably like $5,000 probably ends up being in cash backs, and then I use the Amex offers. Definitely will get there to around $5,000 in cash back this year using this strategy for me and getting definitely over 400,000 Marriott points, and that doesn't even include the Amex, the American Express points I'll be earning on 2x rate on that. So yeah, there's a lot of things there. Now, Venture X is definitely going to be kind of a bigger part of my personal strategy. I do like that to use that on my other spend. 2x personal and for business use when I can. Also use it on rental cars, getting not 10x but it will cover my car completely. And since I am getting Hertz President's Circle with this card, I actually have to use this card to get access to President's Circle every single time. Like if I use this and then I want to use my Altitude Reserve, which would be a better move for me, they don't allow it. Then I don't have the benefits of the Hertz Secret Circle or whatever it's called. Now I do have to book that off of my the rental car off it, so I can't get 10x or anything benefit besides a 2x from using my Venture X, but because you can get like 10x on rentals if you book it through the portal, Capital One, but I can't do it. I have to do it through my company's portal, so can't maximize that any further, but it is pretty nice to have use that card and get the upgrades, usually to an SUV. It's like a small SUV, and I can only book intermediate cars, so that is pretty cool. So another part of my strategy will be Delta, and the reason why Delta is part of my strategy, I love Delta, right? I love being in their planes. I think they're great service. I think they're the best US, especially for major airlines, best service, and I think their products are up to date. I really like flying with Delta, but their points, the nickname is Sky Pesos, not Sky Miles, right? For a reason. They're just not worth the same as like a lot of other points. If I had my choice, I would choose Alaska and just fly a lot with American, because their points are worth a ton, or American Airlines are worth a lot more, but I heard they're going to their, basically going by the cash price. They call it dynamic pricing, which United is now kind of devalued to like a peso as well. Sky Miles, yeah, it's already been there for a long time, and American is supposed to be going to that, so it'll probably devalue their points. But Alaska has never done that, and they're still staying strong. That's probably the highest rated point system that they get. So now, how am I going to spend my Marriott points? One, I will probably try to use it at some luxury locations in the future, maybe Hawaii and Europe, things like that. I do have a Europe trip that I will probably take advantage of the Marriott points quite a bit. But here's another thing that's great with Marriott. Every 60,000 points, you get 25,000 point. You can get 25,000 miles on almost any airline, and there's some exclusions now, and Delta is one of them, American Airlines is one of them, Life Miles is one of them, and Korean Air Pass is one of them. That you don't get the extra, you only get 20,000 airline miles in those for 60,000 points. You don't get the bonus 5,000, right? But on most of them, you get every 60,000 points, you get 20, but then you get 5 bonus for doing 60,000 at a time. So I could see myself bolstering up my Alaska Airline miles for future trips to, say, Asia on Japan Airlines or Cathay Pacific, where you're getting like business class flights for either 60,000 Alaska miles or 50,000 Alaska miles on Cathay Pacific going to Hong Kong or Japan respectively. And if you're going on further, it could increase the price of the rewards, but you can get a free stopover basically, but it just goes off the longest distance you've gone, right? So I could be using those Marriott points to move them over to Alaska, and sometimes I will be using it to stay at more Marriott nights for my own personal use and just have amazing redemptions with Marriott. And again, I have those suite nights, so I'll be able to get upgrades to a lot of the hotels on the suite night awards. But keep in mind, the suite night awards do not go to every single hotel. Some hotels block it out. A lot of them have it, but a lot of them don't. I remember the one in Hawaii does let you do it. It was like a really awesome one on Maui. I forgot the name of it. Really, I think it's Marriott. I think it's just the actual regular Marriott. And I did it. I was doing it there. I ended up not going. I was still during COVID, and I kind of like did a speculative trip, and then we're like, yeah, let's not go there. The restrictions are too tough at the time for Hawaii, right? So I didn't do it. But I knew that you can do it there. It's all Walahi or something like that. I forgot what it is. It's in Maui though. It's really like the nicest one there. I've actually used it at Salaz in Mexico, that is in Cabo San Lucas. Used it. That was a really nice suite night award. I've also used it in Napa Valley at the Westin. That was really cool. Normally would have gotten just they kind of like have like those suites that are like a studio, but I got one that was a 1-bedroom, which is perfect. Gave me all the space I really needed for that little business/vacation trip that I did there. So there's a bunch of places like that, but there are some places that they just won't let you do it, including Ritz-Carlton and stuff like that. They'll never let you use your benefits really. But anyway, that is my strategy. So there's a lot of cash back coming, a lot of Marriott points coming with this strategy. This is mine. This is my Motley Crew here of strategy for my credit cards. Do you guys have are you guys using a trifecta, a bifecta? What are you doing with that? And or do you have like a Motley Crew? And I encourage you to use like a Motley Crew type strategy like this, because as you can see, if I was just restricted into one credit card company or something like that, I'd be missing out a lot of cashback points and a lot of value out of my spend. And this does not even include what I'm going to be doing on my personal spend. This is mostly, as we talked about, my business spend. So what is does anyone have like a really creative strategy, like a Motley Crew type credit card strategy? Let me know down below. What do you guys think of the video? What do you think about my strategy? Do you think it's a strong strategy for what I'm doing? And do you guys see the sense of what I'm doing here? Yeah, so comment down below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.